Tell me about your best time with Van Halen. What was the very best time you can remember?
Ooh, there were so many good times. There was 9 years of nothing but the best, rich, fame and fortune and indulgence, and never having a down thing. Nothing happened bad for like probably 7 years. Right. But one of the highlights was definitely when our first album got together. We did our thing. We'd already played Shreveport. 10 days later, the album came out, went #1 and we were in Atlanta, Georgia, and none of us had ever had a #1 album. We had everything else, let me tell you. But we just sat in a room and just hugged and just high-fived. It was such a good feeling. It was such a great thing that we did it. Everyone was questioning it. Hey, is this gonna work with Sammy? Hey, Dave, just like what you said, Dave was such a flamboyant character. Can you feel them shoes? And we were in there making this music going, yeah, shut up. These guys don't, hell, wait till they hear this. Wait till they hear this. And when they heard it, and it exploded. And that was a big moment for all of us.
That was the best of times. What was the worst of times with Van Halen?
Well, the worst thing that happened to Van Halen before the reunion, because the reunion was its own thing. That don't even register in any rock and roll story. It just was so bizarre. But the ending, our manager, my dear friend and mentor, Mr. Ed Leffler, who was my manager when I joined Van Halen, had been my manager through my whole career, 10 years, and one-man dog. He managed Sammy Hagar, and when I joined Van Halen, he managed Van Halen until 1995, when he died of cancer. It was a horrible thing. And when he died, it's like the band just went pyong. Every vulture came at us. Every manager on the planet, every promoter, everybody went to Eddie, the guy who had never opened his mouth, who was not a leader in any way. I was the leader of that band. David Lee Roth was the leader of that band. They come to Eddie, you gonna let this guy run your band? Because I would say, fuck you, get out of here, you know what I mean? Hey, we ain't going with you. I'd tell the guys, hey, we're not gonna talk to those assholes. I know who those people are.
But they go to Eddie. And
they would go to Eddie and say, you gonna let this guy make it? You know what this guy said? He said it. And they just turned us against each other, and I got thrown out of the band. They got a new manager who came in through the back door, and he came in and poisoned the other guys. And as soon as I left and everything bombed and everything he had planned went in the toilet, they fired him. And it's just been chaotic ever since. Look at us. Me and Uncle Dan are gonna go for a little ride.
It's like being in the cockpit of some space shuttle.
It really is a space shuttle. And there's no trunk, nothing. Look at here's the glove compartment. Look at this. It's got enough room for
a Kleenex.
For the registration, that's it.
Right.
That's it.
I can see why you fall in love with it.
It's just a piece of art, and functional art. Drive the damn thing.
Did you ever race cars?
I did a couple of times. I ain't got the guts for that, man. These cars are so they're so overqualified. I'm so underqualified to drive the damn car, I could get on a racetrack in this car that could probably beat anything on the street, and some guy could get in that little car over there and beat my ass because I'm chicken.
Well, I'll tell you something, confidentially. I don't feel qualified to even ride in it.
I told you, it's like bungee jumping. Being in that seat is like saying, no, it's like, what do you call those guys that dive out of airplanes with somebody on their back? Yeah. You're the guy on the guy's back. Oh, shit.
No, it's a beautiful car. Absolutely beautiful.
It's very special. It's got a electric motor in it for the front wheels, and when it stops, once it's warmed up, the engine goes off, and you think, hey, the damn thing's stalling. It's not stalling.
Now, how many horsepower are you saying?
1,000.
1,000 horsepower?
1,000 horsepower. It's the latest and the greatest. I'm just barely touching this gas pedal.
This is the top of the line, called La Ferrari, or the Ferrari. Top speed is over 200 miles per hour. God, it's got this magic feel to it. I've never been in a Ferrari anywhere near this level.
Yeah, this is something else. Well, this is there is no Ferrari on this level. This is it. This is the highest.
It's a level of its own.
This is what they call their Lewis supercar. It's got every bit of technology that Ferrari has in all their F1. It's in this car. It does things with the brakes that would blow your mind.
Oh.
I just barely.
Wow.
It just keeps doing that.
And how many gallons to the mile?
I don't think any. I don't think you get any. Oh, no, any gallons in a mile. Yeah, exactly. You like that? The brakes are so good, it probably scares you half to death thinking this ain't going to stop.
The first time it did, but now I realize the brakes are so good on it.
I haven't even pushed on them yet. Look at these guys. There's all these young kids in the neighborhood. They're going.
For me, it's like a carnival ride.
That's exactly what it is. How about this shit? Huh? Now watch, the police come down.
Wow.
What if the police came, they'd be going, oh hell, it's Sammy, no wonder. We heard something was going on. What the hell? There we go. I made it without scrape. Oh, a tiny scrape.
You don't get out of this car just as much as you unfold.
There you go, Dan. Let me help you out. There we go, like this. There's my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, young man.